Hey YouTube, well, after a great ordeal, I finally got myself a little air conditioner. It wasn't the one I wanted. The one I wanted was, I think it was an 8 litre evaporative system, to 10 litre, sorry. Couldn't find any. I picked this one up, Arctic Air. I'll let you know how it goes. What you do is you wet the filters and you put water in that part. And I was thinking of getting some ice blocks and sticking it behind the filter. So I'm just testing it out to see how it works. So we've got some 40-degree days ahead of us. Me. So I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I don't speak ancient languages. So yeah, I speak in metric systems. So yeah. That was a dig at people that still use ancient systems like miles per hour and and Fahrenheit and all that ridiculous stuff that you can't measure accurately with, and use inches. Yeah, I'm having a dig at you. So you may as well be speaking ancient Greek. Anyway, so this video goes out to all the know-it-alls, So apparently we're getting up in Perth, apparently up there, someone was telling me that they're going to be expecting 50-degree weather days, or can be. It's never been that hot there, never. That's the hottest I remember it ever being up there when I lived there when I was a kid, and we're going back to about 1992. I think it was like 45 degrees. I remember walking home in that and thinking, Jesus Christ, this is hot. You don't feel the heat when you're a kid as much, but even I felt it then. And it was stinking hot. It's disgusting weather. But according to the know-it-alls, so apparently if you get a degree on the internet in know-it-allism, your opinion matters more than scientists who, we pay money, lots and lots of money to work this shit out and tell us what we're to expect and etc. So according to the internet, climate change is not real because Donald Trump said so. So we're all, for the 25, 30 years when all those scientists said, you've got to cut back on your polluting because, we're going to be fucked. Pardon my language, but no uncertain terms, that's what they said. But you all ignored them. But yeah, so 50-degree days now in Perth. But that's not real. That's imaginary, of course. Like days like that, and watching the temperature progressively get hotter and hotter and hotter every year. But around the world, apparently that's all made up. And the sea levels that have actually risen, yeah, that's all made up. Like all the trees that are dying because of the heat, all the food crops that are failing, that's all made up. I mean, why would we believe anything that's actually happening in front of our very own eyes when an expert on the internet in a degree a master's degree in know-it-allism tells you that it's all made up? Why would we ever listen to the expert that's paid money versus the random who's done no research and just believes fairy tales? Like, come on, people. But I mean, that's just reality. I mean, why would we ever accept reality over a delusion? Right? Yeah. I mean, that's what the world's come to, where we believe schizophrenics over the real thing that's happening in front of our face. And now look, I know that you all might be saying, well, what do you expect to do about it? I don't expect to do shit about it. I can't do nothing about it. I'm just saying, we should have done something as a collective earlier. Should have at least attempted to do something. Something is better than nothing. I couldn't care what it was. Just do anything. What would I suggest? I said it years ago. Plant more trees. We produce too much carbon. Trees absorb carbon. There you go. There's your carbon filter. More trees. Plant more trees. That will do something. I'm not saying it will change the world, but hell, it's better than nothing, right? Maybe you can even grow some food on these trees. I don't care. Kill two birds with one stone. And if you're wondering if that's possible, of course it is. You throw a rock at the first bird and you kill that bird, and you go and pick that same rock up and throw it at another bird. So yes, of course it's possible. Yeah. So I can do a review on this little air conditioner thing. It was an ordeal to find one. Went to about 5 different shops, and yeah, that was the only one that I could find. So it'll hopefully do, because I'm going to sleep in this weather. So yeah, that's why I needed something. It didn't have to be fantastic and top of the... Yeah, it just had to work. So yeah. I mean, you could probably make one. Yeah, this one just uses a computer fan, so yeah. You know, there is one thing though. That Greta Thunberg girl, right? Now, I'm nothing against her. But, you know, why is she getting Time Person of the Year? Like, why exactly? She's a child, and she just said something that lots of people have been saying for 20, 30 years. So why is she suddenly being listened to versus the many adults that have said it for years and years and years, who you promptly ignored for years and years and years? Like, why? Because she's a child, so you've got to listen? So is that how the world works? That the only way we can get anyone to listen is to put a child there to say what the adults have been saying? So you feel it's okay to ignore adults, but when a child says, oh no, different story, we've got to listen now because load of shit. Like, yeah. So this video is not a dig at her or anything. I'm just saying it's just really infuriating that you can ignore adults for so long who've been saying this for years and years and years. But when a child says it, they suddenly get accolades like you wouldn't believe, and you know, world attention. I'm sorry, but that doesn't compute with me brain there. Like, I'll take an expert over a child any day of the week on a subject. I will take a legitimate expert, not some made up one in know-it-allism, like ones from like television, who have a degree in journalism, but somehow think that the world has to listen to them, versus an actual scientist. I'll take the scientist, hands down. But yeah, I think that's all I got to say on the subject. There's nothing more I can say. Peace.